Alright. Spectator. We have a medium aberration with 14 AC, 68 hit dice, a constitution bonus of 14, and it should be a CR3. Let's see how that works out. With the base stats out of the way, we'll move down into the skill section and find that we only have condition immunities that are moderately important, but because it's a condition, there's going to be no effect for this whatsoever, and we can skip down right into the actions because the monster has no traits to worry about. So we'll look at its actions, and we have, let's see here, its weapon attack is a +1 to hit with 5 reach and will deal 2 damage. Interesting. So I'm gonna not even bother with the bite because the bite is not why you use a spectator. So I'm gonna skip the bite because that's doing absolutely nothing, and we're going to take a look at its eye rays. And I know from when I looked at it previously, the eye rays all have DC checks. So with those inputted, let's see what we have for our first eye ray. So first off, we have Confusion Ray. The target must succeed on a DC saving throw, or it can't take reactions until the end of its next turn. Alright, so this is a 4th level spell for Confusion, and 4th level spells have an average effective DPR of 28. After that, we have Paralyzing Ray, which then will target 1 creature. This is a monster, and it's holding a person. So we'll go with 2nd level enchantment spell of Hold Person for the Paralyzing Ray. That sounds about right. So we'll say 12 for that because a level 2 spell is worth 12. And it's only targeting 1 person. Alright, next we have Fear Ray. The target must succeed on a Wisdom save or be frightened. And we'll say that the Fear Eye Ray does an effective 15 damage per round because of that fear. Next and last is the Wounding Ray. So we actually have some damage here. The Wounding Ray, let's see here. Person makes a Constitution save or takes 16 necrotic damage on a failed save or half as much. Alright. And they can create food and water. Huh. Okay. Oops. I somehow increased that. Alright. So the last ray is the only thing that actually does some damage. And then we have one more thing to contend with, the reaction, but let's take a look at the all this here. So we have effective damage, and we also have the multi-attacks. We can only do 1, so what I'm going to suggest is the average here. Although I'm just going to do the average. I think that's probably going to be the safest route here. And we get 14 1/4. When we put that into all of these, we get 14 for the full attack. Curious. Let's take a look at the reaction, because we only have a CR of 1/2 so far. Spell Reflection. If the spectator makes a successful saving throw against a spell or a spell attack misses it, the spectator can choose another creature. More than likely half the party can cast spells. We have no way of determining what kind of spells or damage is going to be happening here. So we can't really count in the spell reflection at all, unfortunately. Wow. This is a conundrum. I really don't know how the spectator got to a CR3. At maximum, we might see a CR2, so it's still a little overrated.